Today I would like to talk to you about 6 points for when you're leaving a company. Firstly, you will normally have to give a formal resignation, usually written, to your manager and or HR team. You should also provide the company with your contractual notice period. This can be negotiated with your line manager, but you are legally obliged to give your notice period if your line manager rejects you working a reduced notice period. Now, companies don't generally uphold this if you did choose to just not work your notice period, even if you were supposed to, because there is a cost which isn't generally worth it. However, if you were to do this, the company could withhold your pay or withhold any accrued annual leave owed to you. Moving on to annual leave, you just want to be mindful that when you are leaving, you may not have accrued all the annual leave that you have taken. So you may need to pay the company back some money for overused annual leave, which they will deduct from your final pay. However, you might not have used as much annual leave and therefore your company will pay you in your final pay. But this should be outlined in your leavers letter, or it should be confirmed to you by HR or payroll. If you don't receive this information, I would advise you to contact your HR or payroll team for this information. If you don't have a HR or payroll team, then your manager should be able to provide you with this information. Thirdly, for your own personal needs, I would recommend that you download your last 3 payslips plus your current payslip. And if they are not held electronically, then I would request the paper copies if you no longer have them. Next up, I would recommend you find out how to access your P45 once you've left. Find out if your company will post it to you or if you will need to download it, because you will need this for your next company in order for your tax to be correct. Next up, whilst you are working your notice period, please try not to burn any bridges, because you probably will need a reference from them for your next employer. And although most references are standard references, which provide your start date, your end date, and your job title on leaving, some companies will request a character reference, which is more than likely to come from your manager, as they will know you best because they've worked with you. And lastly, if your company offers you an exit interview, I would strongly recommend you be as open and honest as you can be, because it's really great as a HR professional to find out what the company is doing well and where improvements are needed. And all feedback should be taken seriously, and where changes can be made should be made. Well, thank you very much for watching, and if you have any other tips for people who are leaving their company, please feel free to share them in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.